I guess you won't even ask me to come in. No problem. I am the soon-to-be CEO of this company. I don't need anyone's permission to enter my own office. Saying this, Judd stepped inside the office and sat on the chair right across from YN. Seeing him seated so confidently, YN immediately understood that Judd was only here to shake her confidence. She chose to ignore him completely. Noticing her indifference, Judd smirked and provoked her. Isn't it strange, YN? When you were chasing after me like a madwoman, I didn't pay you any attention. But now that I'm interested in you, you won't even spare me a glance. YN maintained a serious expression and replied coldly, This is not interest, Judd. It's greed. You never loved me, and you never will. You are just a money-hungry man, chasing after wealth and power, nothing more. Her words hit Judd like a dagger. His jaw clenched in anger, and just as he was about to say something, bam! The office door suddenly burst open, grabbing both YN and Judd's attention. Standing at the entrance, exuding confidence, was V. V ran a hand through his hair stylishly before warning, No. Don't even think about it. If you lay a finger on her, you'll have to deal with me first. Seeing V, Judd's anger flared up even more. He pointed a finger at him and sneered, How the hell did you get in, you worthless influencer? Have you forgotten your place? Looks like I need to remind you. But we locked eyes with him, unfazed, and said firmly, You don't have the status to know my worth, Judd J's son. Right now, I need to have an important conversation with Miss YN, so I am taking her with me. Without waiting for a response, we grabbed YN's wrist and led her out of the office. Both YN and Judd stared at him in shock, not because of his boldness, but because very few people knew Judd's full name. Since childhood, Judd's father had raised him like a hidden weapon, someone who could destroy companies and take them to the highest level. Clenching his fists, Judd thought seriously, Who the hell is this guy? How does he know about me? I need to be careful. This man could be a serious threat. Inside the car, seated inside V's car, YN remained silent as he drove. Suddenly, the built-in screen of the car lit up with a message from Susie, Your plan is working. What should I do next? The moment V saw the message, he quickly disconnected his phone from the screen. But it was too late. YN had already seen it. Narrowing her eyes, she asked, Mr. V, may I know why Susie is sending you messages like this? Hearing her question, V panicked internally. Damn, what do I say now? If I tell her the truth, she won't understand. And if I lie, she won't believe me either. Trying to divert the topic, he quickly responded, Forget about that. What was Judd saying to you back there? But YN wasn't buying it. I asked my question first. So, you answer me first. What is Susie talking about? And where exactly are we going? I left an important task for this. She looked at the road ahead, waiting for an answer. We gulped, realizing he had messed up. Oh no, in my rush, I brought her along without a solid reason. What do I tell her now? If I admit it was impulsive, she'll kill me. Scratching his head awkwardly, he forced a nervous smile and mumbled, well, I forgot. YN immediately shot him a glare. Excuse me, forgot. You barged into my office, dragged me all the way here, and now you are saying you forgot why. Is this some kind of joke, Mr. V? Her frustration was clear. Do you even realize how important tomorrow's project is for me? If we don't secure this deal, my entire career will be ruined. Years of hard work will go down the drain. She sounded exhausted. Hearing this, V's expression turned serious. If this project is that important to you, then I'll do whatever it takes to make sure you win it. His eyes burned with determination as he made a silent promise. Without another word, he turned the car around and drove YN back to her office. Meanwhile, at King Group, the office was in chaos. Their spies had informed them that Sky Group had placed the lowest bid for the project, barely making a 2% profit. To make matters worse, Some other companies were planning to bid even lower. Despite the rising tension, Mr. Kim remained completely relaxed, casually watching a comedy show in his office. Just then, an anxious employee rushed in and reported, "Sir, I don't think we can win this project. Sky Group has already placed the lowest bid. If we lower our bid even further, we'll be at a massive loss." Another employee sighed in frustration. "I guess I was wrong, sir. That online insider influencer company is smarter than we thought." But instead of looking worried, Mr. Kim smirked. He gestured for the employees to leave and leaned back in his chair, thinking, "This is my real victory. Now I don't have to worry about my company falling into the wrong hands. Taehyung will take this company to greater heights." His smirk deepened. "There's only one thing left to handle, and I've already taken care of that." At the beach, Jungkook felt relieved that he had finally gotten rid of Suzy. But Jimin wasn't so sure. "I don't know, Jungkook, I have a bad feeling about this." Ignoring him, Jungkook shrugged and ran towards the water, ready to enjoy his day. Meanwhile, Suzy was at the beach with Minyoung, playing volleyball. Nearby, a group of guys sat watching them while sipping their drinks. One of them smirked and said, "The one on the right is mine. You can do whatever you want with the other one." Laughing, they started walking towards Suzy and Minyoung. One of the men, holding a beer bottle, reached out and grabbed Suzy's wrist. Without hesitation, Suzy slapped him hard. The man's face turned red with anger, and he clenched his fist, ready to retaliate. And then, to be continued, will Taehyung be able to secure the project for YN? What secret plan does Mr. Kim have for Taehyung's marriage? Will Suzy be able to escape from those men? Stay tuned for the next episode of Love is a Deal.